It's finished at the Emirates. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 0. 25 match and beater run is over. Wenger finally beats Jose Mourinho in a competitive match. And before the Arsenal fans think the Community Shield counts, it doesn't. That's virtually a pre-season friendly. So it doesn't count. I thought in the first half, I actually thought it was even. We had chances. Arsenal had chances. De Gea made a world-class save. But you expect that from David De Gea. You know, and if he is going to move to Real Madrid in the summer, then he's going to be very difficult to replace. He's a world-class goalkeeper. He saved us in the last couple of years. He won't win Player of the Season this time round. He'll be happy that an outfield player will this time pick up the award. So, big miss if he does go. Now, I'm going to talk about Ander Herrera, and I'm going to try and stay calm when I talk about him. Ander Herrera equals coward. Why didn't he close down the shot? You know that Granit Xhaka is going to have a shot from distance. So he's come to the Premier League. That's all he basically does. And Ander Herrera had time to close down the shot. But he didn't bother doing that. He thought, oh, don't hit me with the ball. I don't want to be hit by the ball. I don't want to hurt myself. He's a coward. Plain and simple, he is a coward. If Marouane Fellaini did that, the reaction would be uproar. Because Fellaini's not allowed to make a mistake. Ander Herrera can make as many mistakes as he like, but he doesn't get any criticism for it. You can't have players shirking, blocking the ball. You just can't. He should do better. For me, he's a good player, but he's not a great player. We need an upgrade in the summer. You don't win Premier Leagues with Ander Herrera in your midfield. He wouldn't get into the Tottenham team. He wouldn't get in the Man City team. He wouldn't get in the Chelsea team. He'll probably get into the Liverpool team because they've got garbage in their squad. And for me, he needs to go in the summer. I don't understand this obsession with him. The fanboys worship the ground he works on, which is wrong. If Ander Herrera plays well, I'll say he plays well. If he plays poorly, I'll out him, just like any other player. That's what you do with players. You don't fanboy them. You have to, be balanced in your opinions and your views. But there's not many United fans who do that. But I will, because, I believe in that. And Mourinho's going on about, it was a great performance. Well, if Mourinho looks back at that, the cowardice of Ander Herrera, he knows that Arsenal beating us and Mourinho losing his record against Arsene Wenger, it'll be tough to take for Jose Mourinho. So if he looks back at that, it'll be very disappointing with Ander Herrera. But for me, when the captaincy has got passed on, Ander Herrera has never had the captaincy. Fellaini's had it. Ashley Young has had it. Two players that you wouldn't think would get the captain's armband. But Ander Herrera hasn't had it. So that says to me that Mourinho doesn't trust him to be a captain. Because in the captaincy, you need a first captain and you need a vice captain. And Jose Mourinho, for me, I don't think he rates Ander Herrera really. Otherwise, he would have given him the captain's armband, which I don't think he deserves. For me, he is You don't win Premier Leagues with Van der Herrera in your midfield. You just don't. But will he get criticism for it? Of course he won't. Of course he's not. Their fans must be on his payroll. They must have a stake in his I don't know, or maybe friends with his family or something like that. Because he's not a Man United player for me. It just isn't. And I said, Fellaini will get the criticism if he did the same thing. But I know what I'm talking about, and I don't scapegoat players. If they do something wrong, then I'll out them. If they do well, I'll praise them. That's what a fan should do. That's what I will continue to do. Before the game, I thought that Juan Tanzebe versus Sanchez would be a mismatch. But to the kid's credit, he won the duel. I mean, he was brilliant. Sanchez didn't get past him. And he's shown the kid that he's got the talent. But he's got to continue to fulfill that talent. But today was a step up for him from the reserves to the Premier League. I know he played in the FA Cup win against Wigan. But this is a different game. He played against Arsenal. He played against Alexis Sanchez, who on his day can rip you apart. But he showed maturity. He showed composure. And he's got a bright future ahead of him if he performs like that. What I like is he's come from the youth team and he's come to the first team. I'm always sceptical of players from the youth team who come into the team and then you don't hear from them again. I'm very critical of that. We've seen it before. Chris Eagles, Kieran Richardson, to name but a few. Macheda, Januzaj even. Fell to the wayside and have left. So, look at Rashford. He came into the team and he was brilliant. And he continues to be brilliant. So, yeah, if you work hard, if you mature as a player, if you show signs that, yeah, you've got what it takes to play for Man United, then you will be in the team. And Juan Tanzebe, if he carries on the way he is, he'll be a star. He'll be a star. No question of doubt about that. If he continues what he's doing, obviously. The second goal for Arsenal. The ball comes in. Welbeck scores. It just has to be Danny Welbeck, didn't it? Since he's left the club, I think he scored twice against us now. I think one in the FA Cup and one today in the Barclays Premier League. But we were right to sell him to Arsenal. I didn't shed any tears over it. And him scoring against us again doesn't make a blind bit of difference as far as I'm concerned. But we go on to the Thursday night now. Celta Vigo. We obviously win the last leg by a goal to nil. Got that crucial away goal. And I always say in Europe, you have to get that away goal. It's vital in European competition. You need it. And we got that. So yeah, we have to win the Europa League now. But if I'm being honest, I couldn't give a toss about the Europa League. Because I don't want to rely on the backdoor entry to get into the Champions League. It's the equivalent of getting fourth, but there's a trophy at the end of qualification. But we shouldn't be relying on the Europa League. It's not a competition that's steeped in Manchester United history. It just isn't. So, yeah, we move on to Thursday. The next review I'm going to do, I think it will be the Tottenham game. We don't have a very good record away from home under Mourinho against top sides. And before I go as well, Louis van Gaal had a fantastic record against the top teams. Mourinho doesn't. I'll leave that with you. I'll see you next time for the Spurs after match review. Bye for now.